7 Peculiar Qualities that Attract Women to Guys. Have you ever heard of a person who suddenly sweeps ladies off their feet because of his off-the-beaten-path qualities? Today, we're exploring the strange, unorthodox, and downright odd characteristics that, strangely enough, attract women to males. It's not the typical litany of attractiveness, charisma, or prosperity. We're referring about those distinct, sometimes peculiar traits that may make a guy very alluring. Offbeat intelligence. Offbeat intelligence is a surprising yet alluring quality that attracts women to men. There is an allure to non-traditional types of intelligence that defy conventional measurements, which falls outside the typical domains of academic aptitude and book smarts. This encompasses the capacity for original thought, clever conversation, street smarts, and innovative problem solving. It's about providing surprising and captivating intellectual stimulation. Offbeat intelligence offers insights and thoughts that deviate from the ordinary, showcasing a man's unique view on the world. It alludes to a richness of inner life and depth of intellect that may be enticing and captivating. Men who have the ability to surprise women with their ideas, open their eyes, or have discussions that go beyond the ordinary tend to be more appealing to women. The combination of inventiveness, curiosity, and flexibility that characterizes this kind of intellect makes it desirable. These characteristics have the potential to make conversations both highly engaging on a human level and intellectually fascinating. It is important to value all of your intellect, not just the parts that get you praise or marks, if you want to embrace and demonstrate your eccentric brilliance. It all comes down to allowing your own intellectual light to shine through and showcasing the alluring complexity of your mind. Odd social media practices. In the era of digital technology, odd or unorthodox social media use stands out as being very fascinating. These practices may have a big impact on appeal. Men who use social media sites in unusual, imaginative, or eccentric ways sometimes get curiosity and attention. This might be anything from sharing unusual material that deviates from the norm on social media to interacting with people in a clever, funny, or really kind way. These odd social media behaviors are appealing because they highlight a man's uniqueness and self-assurance in sharing who he really is online. It exhibits an openness to stand out and a capacity for original thought, traits that point to a dynamic personality and a welcome break from the ordinary. Men who utilize social media as a true extension of their own interests and personalities, rather than just for trend following or validation, may find themselves more attractive to women. Furthermore, these strange social media practices may allude to a more nuanced and intricate level of behavior. They imply that a guy has more to his character than meets the eye, and that there are aspects and layers hidden from view. Unusual social media habits become appealing due to their mystery and promise of more beyond the surface, which piques attention. Odd comforts. One fascinating facet of attraction is the allure of guys who take solace in peculiar pastimes or customs. These peculiar pleasures, which range from unusual pastimes to outlandish ways of unwinding, expose a side of the individual that defies expectations. Be it an obsession with collecting rare objects, oddball crafts, or unusual relaxation routines, these pursuits provide an insight into a man's own universe. The appeal of strange comforts is their ability to convey genuineness and acceptance of oneself. Unconventional hobbies are a sign that a guy is content with his identity and is not motivated by the need to fit in with society. It is innately appealing to see someone who is comfortable with their peculiarities, since it shows depth of character and a welcome feeling of uniqueness. Furthermore, strange comforts might stimulate interest and create a feeling of mystery. They provide a means of fostering greater knowledge and connection by allowing for discussion, inquiry, and the chance to partake in these unique experiences. The novelty and inventiveness that these activities evoke may entice women, who see them as an opportunity to investigate a relationship that offers something beyond the ordinary. Those who appreciate uniqueness and genuineness will find these guys captivatingly beautiful because they embrace and share their peculiar comforts, which signal that there is a vast and diversified world behind the veneer. Non-traditional career choices. Men who choose odd or dangerous occupations are appealing in and of themselves. There's something fascinating about them. Choosing a non-traditional job path indicates a determination to pursue one's passion despite all odds, whether that be as an explorer or artist, as a startup founder, or in any other non-traditional field. This daring to pursue goals and welcome uncertainty reveals a man's will, inventiveness, and fortitude, and it says volumes about his character. These employment choices are often accompanied by tales of risk-taking, creativity, and adventure, portraying the person as someone who prioritizes satisfaction and purpose above stability and tradition. This story is captivating and appealing, providing an insight into a life driven by ambition and the desire to leave one's own stamp on the world. The unusual nature of the profession itself is not the only thing that makes it intriguing. There are hints about the person's philosophy of life as well. It implies a strong desire for challenge, a profound level of enthusiasm, and the ability to think creatively. Women could be attracted to such a spouse because of the energy and excitement they might bring into their life, and because they might be motivated to follow their own unusual career choices. Adopting unconventional professional paths signifies a man's bravery in staying loyal to himself, which distinguishes him as fascinating and inspiring. Unconventional life goals. Men who create their own unique aims and goals for their lives, deviating from the traditional milestones that society frequently expects, are fascinating in a unique way. These unusual life objectives may include wanting to visit every nation on the planet, dedicating your whole life to a cause or movement, or even trying to live independently on a secluded island. Such goals reflect a strong desire to live life independently of society and put one's own happiness ahead of that of others. The daring and creativity these objectives display is what fascinates me. They portray a guy who considers carefully what he really wants out of life, as opposed to blindly following social norms. This degree of self-reflection and resolve is appealing in and of itself. It presents the person as ambitious, creative, and purposefully motivated. Women may be attracted to these unusual life objectives because they symbolize a departure from tradition and an adventurous attitude. It suggests a companion that promises a life full of discovery and purpose, and prioritizes experiences and personal development above monetary gain or conventional accomplishments. In addition, unusual life objectives promote a relationship focused on mutual support and shared aspirations, which cultivates a profoundly rich emotional and intellectual bond that goes beyond daily routines. Unorthodox reading choices. There is more to a person than just intellectual curiosity attracted to someone with odd literary tastes or unorthodox reading habits. It expresses a need for nuance and complexity in a mate. Men who are drawn to unusual or specialized genres, such as poetry or rare historical writings, demonstrate a desire to investigate other viewpoints and question their own conception of reality. This willingness to consider unusual concepts and tales may be quite alluring, as it shows a deep inner life and an interest that goes beyond popular culture. Unusual reading selections may tell you a lot about a person's personality. They point to a mind that embraces the unusual and unconventional, a mind that isn't scared to go off the beaten road in pursuit of deeper insight or significance. This appeal stems not just from the reading material itself, but also from the suggestion of a more expansive and daring intellectual environment. It suggests thought-provoking discussions and a joint exploration trip where development and learning are entwined with reading itself. Unconventional reading habits may also open doors to new ideas and experiences, enhancing a connection with new perspectives. The promise of intellectual study and camaraderie is what draws readers to these kinds of books so strongly. Strange travel destinations. One fascinating trait of males that attracts a lot of women is their predilection for visiting unusual or off-the-beaten-path locations. These guys go for experiences that are out of the ordinary in the unusual, uncharted, or culturally diverse places. This propensity for strange travel locations betrays a sense of adventure, an insatiable curiosity about the globe, and a desire to fully experience the distinctive features of many civilizations. Selecting to go to lesser-known locations conveys an aldersome sense of adventure and openness. It denotes a person who seeks first-hand understanding of the world and appreciates beauty in its variety. Someone who values genuine experiences above comfort or traditional attractions. This spirit of adventure speaks to a deep feeling of independence and an openness to the unknown, attractive traits by nature. Furthermore, a penchant for strange vacation locations suggests a wealth of anecdotes, perceptions, and lessons to be imparted. It offers a relationship full of interesting stories and experiences made together, where every journey is a chance to learn and develop as a couple, and to know more about each other and the world. Men with such an adventurous spirit and a wealth of experience gained by taking the less traveled path are very appealing to individuals who like the thrill of breaking away from the norm.